Morning! Today is shaping up to be a pretty good day. I'm on a road trip, the sun is shining. The only downside is I'm stuck in my fossil burning Mazda, but not for long. That's the whole purpose of today's road trip. I'm going to drop this car off and I'm going to pick up a Tesla Model S for the week. And I haven't had to pay a penny for it. So what I want to do is show you how that came about, what I had to do to get it, and how you, certainly if you live here in the UK and drive an EV, you could do exactly the same. Well, unfortunately, the trip back from Milton Keynes didn't go as planned. The traffic was horrendous. So 250 miles later, 24 hours since I picked it up, I've had a really good drive of this car. And before I get on to how I've got this for the week for free, it's lent itself really well to another video that I was wanting to make, and now I can. This car is 4 years old. It's done nearly 114,000 miles. And I want to look at the merits really of, is it worth buying a high mileage luxury type car for effectively similar money to what it would cost to buy a brand new, I don't know, Nissan Leaf? What are the pros and cons about it? So I'm not going to waste any time now talking about it, but that is definitely something I've been wanting to look at, and now I've got a perfect opportunity. So we'll do some more videos about that later. But for now, you want to know how I've got in this for absolutely nothing. I'm sure some of you might have worked it out already. Here in the UK, there's a number of different charging networks where we use our RFID cards, apps, etc. One of those is called Polar. They are part of ChargeMaster. ChargeMaster actually run the EV Experience Centre at Milton Keynes, or they're one of the partners of it. And I have to say, it was the first time I went there yesterday. It's brilliant. It's a really nice place. The staff are lovely. If you're passing and you've got any interest at all in EVs, whatever it happens to be, pop in, because they're really helpful and it's a really nice place to have a look around. Anyway, so being a member of Polar, I pay a monthly subscription. That gives me access to all their chargers across the country. And it's an RFID card. They've got their ultra chargers. They've got their various ages of chargers, but they're updating all the time. And it's quite a good spread across the country now. All I do is tap my RFID card on the charger, plug it in. It then charges my account, and I pay monthly for it. And it's quite reasonable, the cost of it. Now, every time I charge up, I receive some loyalty points. I receive 10 points every time I plug in. Now, they're based on, you get 10 points for every town that you charge in during a month. So if I charge in a town 1 month, I get 10 points. If I try and charge there a second time that month, regardless of what machine I go on, I don't get any more points, but then I can move on to the next town and get more. So if you travel around a lot, you can build those points up quite quickly. Now, you can then exchange those points for an experience week with an electric vehicle. Now, they start, I think it's something like, I think I'm right in saying 10 points for a chance to drive the Renault Twizy for a week, up to 150 points for the Model X. There's a BMW i8, there's an e-Golf, Renault Zoe, there's all those cars in between, and they all have various points. Now, just because you get the points doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get the car. What you need to do is bid for it. So between, I think it's the 1st and 15th of every month, everybody submits their bids with their amount of points. And then you go into a ballot, and I'm not entirely sure how they select it, but what I'd like to think is whoever's got the most points that bids for that car that month gets the car. And you get the car for 1 week, or it's 6 days actually. You pick it up on a Tuesday, you take it back the following Monday. And depending on the car, you might have to pay a little bit or secure a small deposit against it, but obviously if nothing happens to it, you get that back at the end. And that's it. you've got it for the week. It comes with a Polar card, so your charging is free for the week. The Model S that I've got has got access to superchargers, and they're free, albeit I have to say, having looked at the map and thinking it's very well spread for superchargers, actually there's very little around here. I sort of live south coast of England, around the New Forest. There's nothing here. The closest is at Fleet, but it's on the M3, only heading towards London. So when I was coming home yesterday, I couldn't use it unless I did a big detour to go round. So I am reliant on Polar and obviously home charging. It's come with a lead that I can plug into my untethered unit at home. And this one didn't have it, but apparently in the Model X, they've got the CHAdeMO adapter. So you could use any of them to get that quicker charge rate. But charging is the least of my worries. I picked it up, it had 212 miles. When I charged it last night and got it in this morning, it had 220 miles. So this is the P85. It's unbelievably quick, I have to say. I have never driven a car on the road, and I've been very fortunate that I've driven a lot of high-performance saloon cars. Nothing compares to this. I think it's 0 to 60 in something like 4.4 seconds, and you feel it. Honestly, it is an amazing car, but I'm not going to get carried away. I've already picked up on a couple of little niggles, and that will come in the later videos. But on the whole, the experience so far has been brilliant. I'm really enjoying being in this car. If you want to know any more about the Polar experience, how it works, either pop something in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer it, and I'm sure other people will, or go to the Polar website. All the information is on there, and you'll be able to see how it all works. So that's it for today, really. I just wanted to do a short video to explain how I've got hold of this car, because if you follow me on Twitter and anywhere else, you'll probably see me putting some posts on. You'll wonder how I ended up with it, and this is it. But that's it for today, really. I just wanted to do a quick video to explain how I got hold of this car for the week. A little bit more to come later with another video, which I've explained. But for now, I'm going to make the most of having this and get out and give it a good drive and see how I get on with it. So hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember to like and share. And if you're not doing so already, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel, pop along to Patreon and have a look there. But for now, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care.